what our team of analysts think about the selection so far and how the teams stand. Natalie and Blue, what do you guys have to say?
Well, it's interesting that you've got Jason Roy as the last pick, but he's still a very strong T20 player, Blue.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I think there was a lot of thought in terms of the picking from all teams. I think I heard Astro Prince talking about having a guy that's going to play almost the entire tournament. So I think that was the key too in picking up the players.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to take all things into account, Katlego.
Absolutely. So that's what the teams look like right now. If we have a quick roundup starting to my extreme left, Cape Town Blitz with Quinton de Kock and David Malan, Durban Heat with Hashim Amla and Rashid Khan, Paul Rocks with Faf du Plessis and Dwayne Bravo, then Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, Imran Tahir and Jason Roy, Josie Stars, Kagiso Rabada and Chris Gale, and concluding there, Tshwane Spartans with AB de Villiers and Owen Morgan. All right, so that's what the teams look like right now. But as you can see, 14 more spots to fill in that squad. So the order is going to be changing around a little bit right now. The Nelson Mandela Bay Giants had the last pick of the international marquee players, but they will have the first pick in the first round. And there's the new picking order. And they'll be followed by the Tshwane Spartans, Cape Town Blitz, Paul Rocks, Josie Stars, and we'll conclude round one of the draft with the Durban Heat. And so as with every round, every team has 2 minutes to make their decision. They'll raise their paddle to indicate that they've reached their decision, and we'll find out who it is that they're drafting in round one. Team, are you ready? Your 2 minutes starts now, and it's done. It's like you had a team power before this to decide. All right, so let me hear from you first, team, the player number and the name, please.
Number 170, Chris Morris.
Number 170, Chris Morris, South African all-rounder. All right, so I'm sure it's obviously plays to your advantage to have the first pick in this first round. Tell me about your decision to pick Chris.
Obviously a proven T20 cricketer, very exciting. Someone spoke about dynamic sport, T20 years, and match winners. Chris, the match winner, he bats, he bowls. That versatility is important, so for us, the obvious choice.
All right, that's the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants with Chris Morris in their team, Tshwane Spartans. They've been having a few points of discussion here. 2 minutes, do you even need it, sir? Not at all, not at all. So don't even worry about the time. All right, player number and name for your round one pick, please.
234, Lungingiri.
Player number 234, Lungingiri, joins the Tshwane Spartan alongside AB de Villiers and Owen Morgan. All right. Was that an easy one to make?
Very easy. He's also a local guy. You know, he's from Tshwane, and he bowls heavy balls, so it'll be a handful up front.
Yeah, absolutely. He will be, as he has been in the past season. All right, let's move on along here to Cape Town Blitz. They have the pleasure of making the next selection in round one. I'm assuming 2 minutes isn't even necessary. Not at all. All right, Ashwell, you'll give me the player number and the name, please.
Number 171, Andile Pehlukwayo.
Number 171, Andile Pehlukwayo, joins Cape Town Blitz. All right, so looking at Andile's stats there, I mean, were you looking at his all-rounder ability? What were you focusing on? What was the main conviction for you?
Yeah, all-round ability, and also we feel he's a match winner. Won some matches for South Africa in crucial periods, both batter and ball, back into the game, so dynamic player, match winner.
All righty then. Moving on along, Paul Rocks, round one pick. 2 minutes is the time you have, and the clock starts now. Very quick, very, very quick these gentlemen are. Do you know how much time we invested in making that clock? You should use it. Just kidding. No, all right, is it getting easier, you say?
Easier.
Oh, easier as we go along. All right, so let's get the player number and name, please.
314, Tebrez Shemzi.
314.
Yeah, Shemzi.
314. All right, I think we might be just quickly 314, player number 314. All right, while we do that, getting the important details onto the screen, tell me about the decision to choose this particular player for your team.
Yeah, he's a gun spinner and we're playing in the coast, so like he's a match winner.
Yeah, 314, fantastic. Congratulations, Paul Rocks, as we move it on along right now to our neighbors over here. Josie Stars, 2 minutes starts now. Thank you for using those 3 seconds, sir. Much appreciated. All right. I need a player number and name, please.
76, Dane Villas.
Player 76 to join the Josie Stars, Dane Villas. All right. Tell me about the rationale behind this decision.
Well, I think Dane ticks all the boxes for us. He's also counts as an international player. Very good glove man, and he's proven himself over the last seasons, now in the UK and last year with the Dolphins. And he brings a lot of stability to our squad.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Josie Stars with Dane Villas. And we complete this round 1 of the draft with Durban Heat. They don't even need 2 minutes. They've already made their decision. Are you live Skyping right now as we go with this? Are you consulting over there?
There could be anything going on here.
It could be anything going on here.
Speaking to my girlfriend.
It's a very hairy girlfriend. All right, let's give me the player number and name, please.
81, David Miller.
Player number 81, big hitting David Miller. So is it the same with you guys and the guys at the Paul Rocks table are saying it's getting easier as you make those decisions? Choosing David Miller, was it an easy one for you guys?
David Miller's always an easy one, but there's nothing easy about this. But I mean, a homeboy, a brilliant player, a marquee in the IPL for many years, he fits the bill for us, 100%.
There he is. So joining the Durban Heat, David Miller, brilliant stuff. Those are our first round picks. Let's hear from our team of analysts. And the teams are starting to take shape right now. Mlu and Natalie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, they are. It's a very interesting pick for Josie, looking at Dane Villas and how much packed they are as a team as well. So first of their Colpack players.
Yeah, first of the Coal Black players. They've got 2 international players now, so they only can have a couple more, so that'll be something that they can consider. Look at Cape Town Blitz as well. 3 left-handed batters, so no variation as of yet with regards to that, but I'm sure there's more to come, Katlego.
All right, so that's effectively 2 rounds of picking, if you will, and now we move on to the next round, and we'll begin with the Tshwane Spartans as the order changes around a little bit, and we'll show you on that screen there what the picking order will look like as I make my way to the team. So as with every round of picking, 2 minutes to each team. So this particular round, round 2, the picking order follows. Tshwane Spartans, then Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, Durban Heat, Josie Stars, Paul Rocks, concluding this round with Cape Town Blitz. All right, a few heads being put together right now. 2 minutes has started for Tshwane Spartans in round 2. We have a decision. All right, so what do you say? Number?
175, Robbie Freilink.
175, Robbie Freilink joins the Tshwane Spartans. All right, take me through your thinking here, sir.
Yeah, we like him very much. He can bat a bit. He bowls well in the death, so he can make a massive impact for us.
Yeah. Looking at his age, 34, does that play any kind of role in your decision-making there?
Not at all. That's just a number.
Age is nothing but a number. Some R&B artist once said that. All right. Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. 2 minutes in round 2 starts now. That decision has already been made. Here we go. We need a player number and a name, please, sir.
Number 187, John Smuts.
187. John Smuts, all-rounder, joins the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants.
Another proven T20 cricketer, also versatile, captain, leader of the area, so somebody think we can play a big role for us.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations to the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. Of course, they'll be followed by the Durban Heat to the far end of our venue. They too will receive their 2 minutes to make a decision, though I doubt it'll take that long, but your time does start right now. This is the round 2 pick for Durban Heat. Player number and name, please.
We're going number 92.
Player number 92.
Heinrich Klaassen.
Heinrich Klaassen. Yeah, we're going to tell us how you came to this decision.
Yeah, look, we worked on our matrix until the early hours, and we've got our plan here. We've got our recovery areas, and we feel if we maybe lost something that we wanted, we've got to plan B, which is an extremely strong one.
Yeah.
And Heinrich Klaassen, I've known for a long time, fantastic cricketer who's about to rock the world stage.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Let's move on to Josie Stars. They are up next in round 2. Seems like these upfront rounds are a lot easier to decide on. Not sure if it is the same for the team. So 2 minutes starts now for Josie Stars. Go ahead. Few ideas being put together, so clearly not a straightforward decision. Lots of talk going around. So, of course, this next player will be joining Kagiso Rabada, Chris Gale, and Dane Villas. All right, so good 20 seconds in. KG, how are you feeling right now? Are you confident with your teammates looking at that? Yeah, give me a nod, a shake. Yeah, KG's like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, okay, we got a minute 25. We have a decision from the Jersey Stars. So that one took a little bit longer than expected. Tell me what was going on in the discussion there.
And we just had to obviously look at the balance.
Yeah.
Because obviously some of the picks, have been taken. So yeah. We finally reached a conclusion.
Number and name.
51,
please.
yeah? Or
31.
31, yeah.
Number 31. Player number 31, please. Jersey Stars. Rassie van der Dussen. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I mean, the reason behind it, obviously, I mean, he's got a lot of experience. He's quite flexible also in terms of the top four. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of experience also at Wanderers, in most home matches that we're going to be playing there. So yeah, we just feel with his also recent international experience, he's going to add a lot of value. So yeah.
Fantastic. Congratulations to Jersey Stars with their new player. As we move on now to our next team to pick. 2 minutes for the Paarl Rocks in round 2 starts now. So clearly a lot of decision making right now. Of course, players being picked off as we move on with each round. We have a decision from Paarl Rocks. Player number and name, please.
253.
253.
Dane Patterson.
Dane Patterson. 253 joins the Paarl Rocks. All right, so is it truly getting easier now? I mean,
No, it's getting tougher by the second.
yeah. Do you find that some of your favorites are being picked off by other teams before you get the chance to pick them?
Yeah, that's the nature, like of the draft system. Like you plan for a player, but by the time it comes to you, he's gone.
Yeah, very quick decision making. Yeah. All right, so there is Dane Patterson joining the Paarl Rocks. Congratulations to them, and we move over now to Cape Town Blitz. All right, 2 minutes in round 2 starts now. Wow. I think cumulatively 10 seconds has been used by Cape Town Blitz thus far. But let's have a player number and name, please, sir.
Player number 235, Dale Steyn.
235, Dale Steyn. Sounds like a pretty obvious choice there when you think about his attacking abilities. But what was your decision-making process?
Yeah, we needed a new ball bowler. We've got some batsmen, we've got an all-rounder, so we got a new ball bowler.
There it is. Dale Steyn joining Cape Town Blitz, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this then concludes round 2 of the picks. So, as I said earlier on, the squads are truly starting to take shape right now. Mlu, you look like you're in very deep thought right now. What are your thoughts?
It wasn't. I just thought coaches or even teams went for the people that they're accustomed to. They used. It's good to see the Giants retaining John Smart. I think he's a good leader. And it's a good pick so far when you look across.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. It's interesting when you look at Paarl Rocks, quite bowler heavy at the moment, but there is a couple of all-rounders in there as well. But interesting to see their batters and who they pick for that.
Yeah, of course, as we look at the tables right now, still many spots to fill. And we begin round 3 with Cape Town Blitz, and this is where I am right now with the team. They've been having a few discussions here, and as with every round, 2 minutes is given to each team, and of course they make their decision. Of course they'll be followed by the Tshwane Spartans in this round, then the Giants, the Heat, Stars and Rocks. Here we go, 2 minutes for the Blitz starts now. We have a decision. Round 3 pick for Cape Town Blitz. Number and name, please.
Player number 305, Samuel Badri.
305, Samuel Badri. All right, a spinner enters the attack over there. Was that to balance out the bowling power of Andile and Dale?
Well, I think wrist spinners are key. Badri probably in the economy rates there is second best to probably Khan as a wrist spinner, and can bowl at the front as well as the middle. Experienced player, so yeah, we needed a spinner. Wrist spinners are going to be key, so good pick, I think.
Fantastic. Those are the Cape Town Blitz welcoming their new player. Tshwane Spartans, you are up next. Your 2 minutes in round 3 starts now. All right. So obviously in between, teams making decisions. Number and name, please.
158.
158.
G1 Mendes.
Jiwan Mendes, 158. There he is, all-rounder Jiwan Mendes, Sri Lankan. tell us about that decision, sir.
Yeah, we're mostly interested in his bowling. The guys saw him in Abu Dhabi and they're very impressed. So hopefully he can come to South Africa and do a job for us.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Over to the Giants of Nelson Mandela Bay. I've been wondering, have you guys come up with a war cry yet? Is like a team song going on yet? Yeah, talk to me about that later. All right, they've already made their decision. Here we go. Give me a player number and name, please, sir.
Yeah, number 241, Junior Dala.
241. Player number 241?
Junior Dala.
Junior Dala. All right, there he is. The man is here, same at the back there. He's got a smile on his face there. Good to see that. Tell me about your decision here.
Yeah, Junior's been very impressive in white ball cricket over the last 3 years and current Protea as well. So we're looking forward to having his pace down in the Bay.
There we go. So he'll be adding some, of course, bowling power to the Giants over there. As we move over to the warmest place to be, Durban Heat in round 3 have already made their decision, so no need there for a 2-minute consultation. Let's get your team number or the player number.
I just want to check my number quickly.
That's very important. Wouldn't want to be selecting a player that's already chosen. All right.
230.
230.
Keeping it in Durban, Kyle Abbott.
Kyle Abbott, player number 230. There he is. So is that an important thing to you? I mean, we're talking about hometown players being a big draw card in franchise cricket, but is that the kind of thinking when it comes to this selection?
That's not our ultimate template, but looking at how things go, and we're filling a slot that's open on our draft, and we need to balance, and we feel he's the man. And it's nice when you have that extra context of Durban. It gives you that extra 10%, doesn't it?
Absolutely. All right, there you go. Thank you very much. The Jersey Stars are up next, and a decision has already been made by the team over there. Sir, you know how to break it down.
We're going with player number 154, Daniel Christian.
Player number 154, Daniel Christian for Jersey Stars. Tell me about that.
All-rounder in the team, and he gives us flexibility in the batting.
All right, all-rounder in the team and ensuring versatility in the team. Paul Rocks are up next. 2 minutes starts now. The gentlemen are putting their heads together. You can see some names being scratched out, new ones being written down. Faf du Plessis obviously having his say over who he'd like to join him in the team. 1:45 seconds remaining for Paul Rocks to make their decision. And of course, right now, the team looks like this: Faf du Plessis, Dwayne Bravo, DeBrace Shamsi, and Dane Patterson. One minute 20 remaining. We have a decision. Player number and name, please.
What's his number again? 21.
Player number 21.
Yes, Aiden Markram.
Aiden Markram. So that did take you some time.
Yeah, no, it's getting tougher.
So tell me about what was happening there. You guys had put heads together and you were having a chat about who you'd select next. What was your point of conviction?
Yeah, like we had a few options to choose from, but we thought that Aiden Markram, I mean, like he's a young opening bat. Like he's a big Protea boy as well. So like we're quite happy with him as a pick.
All right. Thank you very much. That is round 3. We conclude. Clearly, guys, things are getting tougher with each passing round. Natalie?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, the combinations are obviously going to be important in the balance in the side. And it was interesting to hear the thoughts of Ashwell Prince with regards to the wrist spinners and how important they are in this format. And we've seen, Mlu, that with South Africa, how important it is to have the likes of DeBrace Shamsi and Imran Tahir. You can have 2 wrist spinners in your team.
Yeah, which is something that was never thought of at the start of the T20, and now they really are important bowlers and wicket takers. So it's good to have that in your armory.
Absolutely, Katleho.
All right, thank you very much, guys. So that was round 3. This brings us on to round 4. And so far, this is what the teams look like. You can see them on the boards over there. Cape Town Blitz have filled up most recently with Samuel Badri. Durban Heat with Kyle Abbott. Round 3 selection for Paul Rocks was Aiden Markram. The Giants have chosen Junior Dala, Daniel Christian for Jersey Stars, and Jiwan Mendes for the Tshwane Spartans. All right, so the Paul Rocks had the last choice, and now in this round 4, they have first choice, and this is what it looks like. We'll start off with the Paul Rocks, then continue to Cape Town Blitz, then Tshwane Spartans, Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, followed by Durban Heat and Jersey Stars. All right, round 4 begins now. 2 minutes for Paul Rocks. The clock has started. We have a decision from the Paul Rocks. Round 4 selection. Who are you drafting?
Like number 96, like Mangaliso Musehle.
Number 96, Mangaliso Musehle. Middle order batsman. Obviously, they'll be giving you some support in the middle order there. Was that the main conviction there for you?
Yeah, he's like a keeping option for us as well because we've selected and like we don't have a keeper yet. So like Mangi, like he's one of the best in the country.
All right, there we go. Paul Rocks making their decision there. Round 4. Cape Town Blitz up next. 2 minutes on the clock starts now. And a decision has been made. All right. Player number and name, please.
Player number 61, Asif Ali.
Player number 61, Asif Ali. There we go. All right, take me through that. So how much of a decision is weighed up on looking at the other teams and what they have to offer, so effectively who you'll be playing against versus how you just want to toughen up your own squad?
No, I think at the moment, I think most of it is trying to balance your own team. You know, we are fortunate to have our injured marquee player, JP Dumini, working night shift with us last night on some experienced players that he's come across the world. So Asif Ali is one of the names that came up. Phenomenal strike rate, middle order, hard-hitting middle order batsman. So
yeah,
exciting pick.
Tell me about how big a blow it was to not have JP Dumini. Of course, now you have Quinny.
Yeah, it's a massive blow. He's obviously a leader as well, JP, but I think we've got an able replacement in Quinton de Kock.
Very, very much so. All right, there we go. That's the Cape Town Blitz there, round 4. Selection over to the Spartans. I was hoping I'd hear a oh there. All right, but they've made their decision already. Let's have a player number and name, please.
86.
Player number 86.
Tiennis de Bruin.
Tiennis de Bruin. All right, so the same question to you about how much of the decision is swayed by looking at the other teams and who they have now, so effectively kind of, you know, composing how the game is going to play out for yourself against them.
Yeah, we've got a plan, but it's interesting, you know, 2 or 3 picks before you, if your player goes, you've got to have a backup. We just like Tiennis because he can bat up front in the order and also in the middle order, so he's a good pick for us.
All right, thank you very much. Nelson Mandela Bay Giants are up next to fill up their round 4 draft. Time starts now. This is the 4th round pick for the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. They've made a decision.
Our decision number 90, Christian Jonker.
Number 90, Christian Jonker. There we go. All right, so tell me about that decision.
Again, powerful middle order batsman. It's a game of balance, making sure you got all the different areas covered, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Do you kind of look over at the other teams and think to yourself, all right, you know, who would be able to handle a first Kakizorabara ball start game?
Yeah, listen, there's so many permutations. We've got in our heads already to worry, and what's going on down there is a bit difficult. No, we just try and get our balance right and make sure that we're on track with our plans.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much. Those are the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants with their 4th round pick. We now go to the Durban Heat, who also get 2 minutes rather to make their round 4 selection. I wonder if they'll be as quick as they were last time. The time started, and the decision is made. There we go. All right, so who have you chosen? Player number and name, please.
Number 313, Keshav Maharaj.
313, Keshav Maharaj. To the applause of a few here in the audience, your decision?
Yeah, just again, I think especially in the Red Bull stuff, he's been one of the world's best. T20 last year he did really well, and he can also do various roles, maybe opening the bowling in the middle part, so and also with the bat he might just add a bit in the end.
All right, fantastic. So an all-round player who will be contributing to your team, and we conclude this round 4 with the Josie Stars, who also have 2 minutes to make their decision. The clock is running, and it's done. All right, sir. Once more, you're on the mic. Player number and name, please.
Player number 244.
244.
Brion Hendricks.
Player number 244, Björn Hendricks. Seema, there we go. All right, so take me through the decision-making process
We
here.
need a partner for KG, and we think he's the perfect fit.
Did you have to consult KG about this before you made this decision?
Everyone in the table has got input.
I'll take that as an emphatic yes. All right, so that is round number 4, and that's what the teams look like right now. Mlu, Natalie, how impressed are you guys with the teams?
Yeah, pretty impressed, but the number is filling up now. You can start to see the shape of what all 6 teams are trying to do and the makeup of the teams.
Yeah, it's interesting because a couple of teams have got a few international players and kind of filled up from that point of view, first of all. But then you look at something like Durban Heat have gone for a lot of local boys. And I think Grant Morgan has picked a few of the players that he knows pretty well.
All right, there we have it. It's been an exciting 4 rounds of picks, and our teams have their South African marquee player and their international marquee player. 4 other top players have now filled 6 slots. Now, there are 10 more slots to be filled, and the team's decisions are going to be critical in the following rounds. Now, the teams are going to take a 30-minute strategy break to decide where to from here, but don't go anywhere because we're not leaving the action.
keep me locked outside of you. Don't know 'cause I can't decide, but I gotta get lost tonight. Wanna go deeper into you. Can we do this all night, alright? Can we go together? I wanna go deeper into you. Can we do this all night, alright? Can we live forever? I wanna go deeper into you.
It's 5 a.m. and I'm on the radio. I'm supposed to call you, but I don't know what to say at all. And there's this girl, she wants me to take her home. She don't really love me though. I'm just on the radio. And I'm not gonna tell you that I'm over it.
Ladies and gentlemen, manene nani manene guys, welcome back to the inaugural Mzansi Super League Player Draft 2018. Yes. Loving the excitement. A lot of tension and stress that goes along with that, of course. Our teams have been deliberating, debating, and discussing their next move. But I must say, I've never seen two players as chilled as KG and Faf. Like, they absorb the pressure so well. You talk to them and they're like, yeah.
I think they're pretty much used to it, though, aren't they? Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
We're used to dealing with pressure. But here we are right now as we begin the next round.
Absolutely, and of course it is important to get the combinations right. Each team of 16 must include 3 national contracted players, a minimum of 3, and a maximum of 4 overseas players, and at least 1 rookie as well. It's now time, though, to move on to round 5.
Round 5 it is, and let's check out how the teams stack up in terms of the picking order. Here it is on the big screen over here. So we're going to start this round 5 with Jozi Stars picking first, then on to Paul Rocks, then Cape Town Blitz, followed by the Tshwane Spartans, and then Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, and ending off round 5 with Durban Heat. So as with each of our draft rounds, 2 minutes will be afforded to each team to make their decision. Jozi Stars are up first, and your time starts now. I was hoping I could say that before you lifted up that paddle. But okay, here we are. The decision has been made. Is there a reason, sir, why you're covering up your screen the way that you are right now?
There's a lot of spies around here.
All right, so I'd like to have the player name, number first, and name that you've selected in your 5th round draft.
Number 28.
Number 28.
Reza Hendricks.
There we go. Reza Hendricks to the Jozi Stars, an opening batsman that you've selected there.
Yeah, I think his performances has proven his selection. He's done great for us. And, of course, he does very well up in the Highveld. So we're very happy. And, of course, he's a local boy.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Jozi Stars have Reza Hendricks in their team. That's their pick of the 5th round. Paul Rocks are up next. 2 minutes is what they have, and the clock starts now. We have the decision from Paul Rocks. Okay, here we go. Player number and name, please, sir.
315, Bjorn Fortuin.
315. Player number 315, Bjorn Fortuin for the Paul Rocks. So as the rounds pass and the amount of money that you have to spend and can spend decreases, does that also play a role in your decision-making right now?
Yeah, it does play a role in some stages, but like we've decided to go for Bjorn because he's a Pal boy as well. So like he's a local boy, and then we can add some local, like flavor.
Local flavor. Oh, local is always lacking, man. All right, over to the Owens there from the Cape Town Blitz. 2 minutes. Oh man, they don't need any time. Have you actually got your entire 14-man squad or 16-man squad already decided on?
Not yet. We're just trying to. We've got the man that is quite. He's quite slick on the dance floor, so we got to be slick on the moves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. Okay. So let's have the player number and name of your round 5 pick.
We're going for number 84, Farhan Beardin.
Number 84, Farhan Beardin for the Cape Town Blitz. All right. Middle order batsman. quite a decent average over there. So what do you has convinced you to choose him?
Well, we're getting chirps from the commentators that we only have left-handers, so we had to go for the right-hander.
Hey guys, hey, you're not allowed to sway these decisions here. But I'm sure you're looking for him to contribute quite a great deal.
No, look, I mean, he's been a phenomenal player in the domestic circuit and for the Proteas, and he's quite outstanding in his role in the middle order, so I think it's a decent pick.
Absolutely. Okay, over to the Tshwane Spartans. They are up next. 2 minutes for round 5 starts now. And also ends now. All right, Tshwane Spartans, who is your draft pick for round 5?
177.
Player 177, and that is?
Rory Kleinveld.
Rory Kleinveld for the Tshwane Spartans. So an all-rounder, and of course, I think an important skill set to have in this format of the game. You're looking for a player who can contribute in all kinds of ways.
Yeah, we're looking for someone to bat at 7 and 8 and hit the ball a long way. And also, when he has a bad over up front, he's experienced enough to come back at the back end of the innings.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the Tshwane Spartans selection for round 5. Over to the Giants from Nelson Mandela Bay. 2 minutes. You have to make your decision. The clock starts now. Go. We have a decision. All right, player number.
Player 319, Aaron Pangiso.
Player 319, Aaron Pangiso, left-hand spinner there. All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about him in your team.
Yeah, experienced player, good numbers. He's a leader as well. He knows his game well and fits our mix.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Well, there he is. He's in addition to the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. As we move on over right now to the Durban Heat, who, of course, you'll remember had the very first pick of our international marquee players, but in round 5, they have the last pick. 2 minutes starts now. All right, we have a decision from the Durban Heat. Player number and name, please.
105, Kaya Zondo.
Player number 105, Kaya Zondo. All right, there we go. So what was the decision-making process over here? Is it something you spoke about quite at length during the break?
Yeah, I think again it's a bit of a leadership aspect that comes with Kaya probably, and yeah, I just think also a Durban boy, and he's a massive crowd favorite for us. So hopefully he'll pull in the crowds as well.
We'll be filling up all of those stadiums all around, all 6 of them. All right, so that is the conclusion of round 5. That's what the teams look like. Natalie, Mlu, what do you guys have to say about the team so far?
Yeah, a little surprised that it took so long for Ferran Biadin to be snapped up, because he's such a good player in this format, and he's proven as well how good a finisher he is, of course, Mlu.
Yeah, I think they were looking for balance. Perhaps that's where it sort of fit for the blitz. And it's interesting to see that Ferran and Rory going the opposite ways. One goes up and one goes down to the Cape.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see they've got a couple of left-arm spinners as well, with the Paul Rocks adding Bjorn Fortuin with Tabash Shamsi.
All right, thanks very much, guys. Onward now to round 6 of the inaugural Mzansi Super League player draft. Thank you very much for joining us if you're on our live stream right about now. Okay, so here's what the order looks like. We'll start again now with the Durban Heat, followed by Josie Stars, then Paul Rocks, Cape Town Blitz, Tshwane Spartans, and Nelson Mandela Bay Giants will conclude round 6 of the picks. Here we go. 2 minutes to the Durban Heat. Your time starts now. Durban Heat have made their decision. Let's hear it, sir.
They said I must move there.
Do you need to move to this side?
Okay.
So we can get no filters required there. There we go. Beautiful lighting on your face. All right, so team player number, or the player's number and the name, please.
I just want to check the number quickly.
Just make sure, absolutely.
You've got it?
They've got it.
181, Albie Morkel.
Player number 181, Albie Morkel joins the Durban Heat. All right, he'll certainly be bringing the heat to the team, I'm sure. But what was your decision convinced by him?
Yeah, you know, if we had to open a cricket coaching manual, yeah, we had to deliberate over, you know, where the all-rounder sits in his career and whatever. But you know, when you look at those numbers in terms of all his roles, when you look at those numbers and you crunch it and you see what he's done, leader of the Titans, 2 trophies in a row, this man has to add massive value.
Yeah, think you look good in the Durban Heat jersey?
unbelievable, and Kingsmead's too small.
All right, congratulations, Durban Heat. And over now to the Jersey Stars with 2 minutes on the clock. The time starts now for your round 6 pick. And we have a decision from the Jersey Stars. Your round 6 pick. I'll need the player number and the player name, please.
Number 184, Dwayne Pretorius.
Number 184, Dwayne Pretorius, all-rounder for the Jersey Stars. All right, so looking at the balance of your team right now, is it coming together the way that you envisioned it?
Yeah, I think it's, we're starting to put the blocks together. Dwayne offers us a lot, of course. Also now just been included in the national team, so unfortunately missing out up there in the front. But we do believe that Dwayne can bring us the performance with bat and ball to fill that middle order slot.
Certainly hope that's the case for you once the tournament starts. All right, over to the Paul Rocks right here next door. 2 minutes on the clock for your round 6 pick, and the time starts now. One minute 40. All right, we have a decision from the Paul Rocks. Their round 6 pick. And who will it be?
Like 102, Von van Jasper.
102, player 102, Von van Jaarsveld, middle order batsman. All right, so what convinced you here? Because that seemed to also be... Was there a bit of back and forth there about what the final decision would be?
Yeah, there was a bit. I mean, you know, like it is the back end now, so like it's getting tight for about a minute. So
yeah.
with his experience, you know, like we thought that Von is a better option for us.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Paul Rocks. Cape Town Blitz, julle is volgende. Die tyd begin sommer nou. 2 minutes. This is the longest that Cape Town Blitz has taken. I'm impressed. It is getting tougher for everyone across the board. All right, Ashwell, what do you say? What's your player selection? The number and the name, please.
Number 251, Anrich Nokia.
251, player 251, Arnich Norkeer, seam bowler. All right, so is your team now starting to come together the way that you'd envisioned it in terms of the different aspects of players that you wanted to have?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we needed an opening bowler. We've only got one so far, so that was an important pick for us.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Tshwane Spartans, you're up next. You know how it works. 2 minutes, and the clock is ticking. The Spartans have made their decision in all of 5 seconds. Is that how quickly these decisions are made at the Spartans?
Yes, time is not always on our side. 167 is the player we're looking for, Sean Williams.
167, Sean Williams. All right, now when you look at the rules and how they dictate how the configuration of the team is put together, does that play a role in how you select your team?
Yeah, massively, but to be honest, there's no plan, and anyone who tells you that they've got a proper plan is lying. So anything gets run before you, it's a bit hectic, really.
All right. Well, you're dealing well with the pressure so far. Nelson Mandela Bay Giants with 2 minutes in round 6. Your time to pick begins now. One minute 35 left, and with that, 15 seconds in, we have a decision from the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants with their round 6 pick. Just verification there. You sure you got the right one?
Number 63, Ben Duckett.
Number 63, Ben Duckett to join the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. Middle order batsman over there. Is he balancing out the team the way that you want it?
Well, we hope so. He's got a good strike rate. He can keep. left-handed, which is always important. So we think he fills a really good role for us. He's available for the whole tournament.
Yeah. How important is it to you to get a player who has versatility in that sense, who, let's say, can execute a certain aspect of the game, isn't necessarily a specialist in it, but can help you cover in certain instances?
It's always important, but in a tournament like this one's going to be where some players are going to be going away and some not there for the full time.
Yeah.
To have the versatility of different 11s is very, very important.
Absolutely. All right, so that is the selection made by the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, and that concludes round number 6. There you see the teams. I'm wondering what Mlu and Nat have to say about it this time round. Is it panning out the way that you think it's going to go, more or less?
No, I quite like the thinking behind, and just one specific player, I think, for the Blitz, Nortier, picking up, 300,000. Is he an exciting youngster, and looking forward to see him in action. And I think the Giants missed out. He's one of their own.
Absolutely missed out. They picked up Ben Duckett in the end, who's got an amazing strike rate in this format as well. So that's something that could be a consideration. We look at the Durban Heat, they've got a lot of big hitters within their team.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at who will be joining Ben Duckett, Aaron Pangiso, Christian Jonker, Junior Dalla, John Smuts, Chris Morris, and Jason Roy, and Imran Tahir at the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants as we begin round 7. And the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants will have the first pick of round 7. And the order is as follows in this round. They'll be followed by the Durban Heat, then Josie Stars, Paul Rocks, Cape Town Blitz, and we'll conclude round number 7 with the Tshwane Spartans. All right, 2 minutes starts now for the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. And with 1:45 to go, we have a decision from the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. Their pick of round 7.
246, Sisanda Magala.
Player number 246, Sisanda Magala. Sima adding to the bowling attack over there. Is that what you're looking to strengthen up in?
Yeah, again, as I said, you've got to fill all the gaps. We like to think we've got most of the gaps covered, but we need to make sure we stay on top of it because we're going to have a bit of a gap now.
All right. Let's move on along to our next team to select with 2 minutes on the clock. Durban Heat looking to fill their selection of number 7 in the round 7 pick to join Hashim Amla and his charges. Do we have a decision already? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Did Nelson Mandela Bay make it easier for you with their pick? Did they make it easier for you?
No, as I said, nothing easy. A lot of great brains. So I just want to check that number 1 is 168.
Absolutely important that you get that number right.
168, Wayne Parnell.
Number 168, Wayne Parnell joins Durban Heat. Protea experience, of course, also a lot of Instagram experience. He's great there too. But what was your decision-making process here?
Yeah, you know, I've known Wayne for a long time personally. He went to the same school as me. That's got nothing to do with it, though. You know, looking at the player and where we're going with our team, we feel he's playing around the world at the moment. He might have something to prove, and he covers the great aspect in terms of his skills, batting, bowling, fielding. So we're happy.
Always an asset to have in your team. All right, let's move on along. Okay, it seems we have seen an irregularity from our auditors, so I'll make my way over to them. Of course, our esteemed auditors at EY are in charge of the process to ensure that every single aspect of the draft is handled meticulously. All right, sir, let me just quickly stand over here. Just let me know, first of all, what is the issue that we're seeing?
It looks like the reserve price has been reached, so you need to... Wayne Parnell isn't available.
So effectively, because the reserve price has been reached, Wayne Parnell is not available. So how then? So they cannot make that selection.
That's correct.
All right. So what does that mean? Do they get afforded another 2 minutes to make another selection, or do they get dropped to the back of?
I think they dropped to the back.
All right. So that means now that the Durban Heat will only be able to make their round 7 pick after the Tshwane Spartans. All right, so that is how the rules work. Each of the teams are cognizant of the rules. That means we move now to the Josie Stars, who make their selection of round 7. All right, this is how the draft system works. And so with that, the Josie Stars have already made their decision. Let's hear it from you, sir. The player number and the name, please.
Going with player number 316, Eddie Lee.
316. the right arm bowling leg spinner, Eddie Lee.
Yes, we felt that we needed a spin in the team. We see all other teams have got one, so we're hoping he can compete.
Yeah. Tell me about how difficult is it for you right now to make these decisions right now as we get further along and we're talking about reserve prices being reached, a certain amount of money that you can spend, that you can't spend. Is it making it a bit more of a...
Yeah, it is coming a bit tough. There's a lot of limits, so hopefully we can play safe.
Yeah, well, keep it safe. Play it according to the rules there. Okay, right now, Paul Rocks, round 7. They have 2 minutes to make their decision. Go right ahead, gentlemen. The time starts now. Alrighty, here we go. A clearing of the throat. This is a very official decision that you've made. All right, player, number, and name, please.
Like 169, David Visse.
Player number 169, David Visser, joins the Paul Rocks. Faf seems to be very happy with that decision. Wait, are you, Faf? Let me ask you, how happy are you with that decision? You were rocking back in your chair when he was called out there.
Today, my job is not to speak.
I'll relieve you of that, but then ask the gentleman here. Oh, my word. Okay, it seems we have been flagged again. Our auditors have flagged another irregularity. Let's find out what this infringement might be, sir.
It's the same infringement, so the reserve price has been reached.
The reserve price has been
player
reached.
isn't available.
All right, so there seems to be a dispute at the moment, but of course our auditor's decision is final and we do respect that, which means according to the process and how it works, the Paul Rocks will now move to choosing after the Durban Heat, which of course is after the Tshwane Spartans, which moves us now to our next team, Cape Town Blitz, in round 7. The calculations need to be done correctly in this draft. All right, here we go. We have a decision.
Number 29, Yanaman Malan.
Number 29, Yanaman Malan, opening batsman, joins Cape Town Blitz. We have the all clear from our auditors. Tell me about this decision and how your calculations are stacking up together. Do you still have enough money?
We got enough money for him. He's a young, exciting player. He's made a promising start down in the Cape.
Yep.
So we're very excited about the pick.
Fantastic. Yanaman Malan joining the Cape Town Blitz as we move now to the Tshwane Spartans. For round 7, they will make their decision in 2 minutes. We have a decision from the Tshwane Spartans. Your round 7 pick number and name, please.
38, Gian Kluter.
Player number 38, Gian Kluter, opening batsman there, joins the Tshwane Spartans. So when you're looking at that, his average, I mean, not exactly most encouraging at the moment, but how do you see him fitting into the plan of the team and him balancing out?
Well, he's going to open the batting for us, and he also keepers, so he balances the side that way. And I wouldn't look at the statistics too much. He's actually improved one hell of a lot as a player of the last 2 seasons. So he'll put some pressure on the guys up front, on the bowlers, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah. Another question. We are giving you only 2 minutes as a team to make a decision. Seeing other teams not exactly getting it right in terms of their calculations being flagged off by our auditors there, does that put a certain amount of pressure on you?
Not at all. It gives us a bit more time to think about things, so keep making mistakes.
Oh, wow. The Tshwane Spartans are not here to play, but neither are the gents from Durban Heat. Their squad looking very healthy right now. Their previous round pick, Albie Morkel, but of course that infringement means that they moved to the back of the line in this round 7 pick. They have 2 minutes, and your decision-making starts now. All right, the decision's been made. Let's move right here into the light, sir.
Just give me that number again, Tuffers.
Let's get that number. Just for confirmation.
231, Marshanta Langa.
231. There we go. Joining Durban Heat. A round of applause, guys. Come on.
We just want to check if it's not a mistake, maybe. After being up till 3 in the morning and you still make mistakes when you think you got it covered.
The auditors have given us the all clear over there. So, I mean, versus the decision you've made first, How did you get around to this one?
No, look, it was a tough one. I mean, we were banking up with all-rounders, and we probably were waiting for a bit of pace in our attack, so it was a tight call. And so we made a mistake, but we've recovered quite comfortably out of this round with a fantastic guy who can bowl 140 plus and a great attitude. And he can smack one or two as well.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing what he'll do out on the field as we now move over to the Paul Rocks, who now have 2 minutes to make their selection of round 7. The time starts now. Yeah. Of course, you remember that the Paul Rocks are having to reconsider their decision as an infringement was highlighted by our auditors earlier on when they had a pick of round 7. So they now move to the back of the line, and this to conclude round 7. All right, back to the draw. Is halfway up, not quite sure. Does that mean a decision has been reached? You remember, you do have 2 minutes, a minute 16 remaining right now. Use the time well. One minute to go. We have a raised paddle, meaning the Paul Rocks have reached their final decision of round 7. Convinced of this one?
Yeah, quite convinced.
All right,
after some thinking.
All right, the player number and name, please.
188, Grant Thompson.
188, Grant Thompson. And we have a nod and the all clear from our auditors over there. That must be a relief.
Yeah, it's quite a relief. It's quite a pity that our papers don't say that Visa is,
Yeah. How much of a blow was that for you? I mean, obviously you go into it and you make that decision known with confidence. How much of a blow is that to you?
Yeah, it was a small blow. I mean, like there's too many options around, so
Yeah.
we're quite happy with our decision now.
All right, so that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes round number 7 of the inaugural Mzansi Super League player draft. All right, guys, an action-packed one, so you've got to use those 2 minutes to really go through your calculations. Of course, there's the money aspect of it. There's the rules aspect of it that regards the configuration of the team that can take up the spots of your first 11 when you put them on the field, the availability of all of the players, and it's playing out to quite some action here on the floor. What do you guys think?
Yeah, your backup plans, I think, are going to be really important because if you don't have any in place, then it makes it really tough, and you can throw the whole balance of your side out, and you've got a lot of things to consider, obviously salary bands, the constrictions as well with regards to overseas players, etc. So balance has got to be important, not just on the field, but off the field as well.
Yeah, I think it was a good recovery there by Moggs and his team in the end. But also, I think I quite see what Jeff and his team are doing. He's familiar with almost all of the players that they picked, and also good picks.
Yeah, it's good to have that kind of experience behind the scenes, of course, because he knows the players, he knows the conditions, and it can make a big difference. And even though there was a bit of deliberation with the Paul Rocks, they eventually got it right. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we now move on to our 8th round, ladies and gentlemen, and this will be started off by the Tshwane Spartans. They will begin round 8, and then the order will be as follows, followed by the Giants, then the Heat, then Stars, the Rocks, and we'll conclude round number 8 with Cape Town Blitz. 2 minutes, as always, given to each team to deliberate and make their decision, and it starts now for the Tshwane Spartans. This is round number 8. 5 seconds is all they needed.
258, Lutu Sipamla.
Player number 258, Luto Sipamla. All right. Seam bowler, young man at the age of 20. Tell me about your confidence in him. He's got best bowling figures of 2 for 14 there.
Yeah, the coaching staff has seen him play and they're very happy. Similar action to Lungi and Giddy, and maybe the two of them can get a chance to bowl together. Yeah. So, opportunity for a young man.
All right, fantastic. Of course, as we said earlier on, this tournament is all about finding the grassroots players that are really showing some great potential and are wanting to stake their claim in the Protea setup. So 2 minutes now for the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants in round 8. Starts now. Struggling to find the paddle there. All right.
Player 179, Ryan McLaren.
Player number 179, Ryan McLaren, experienced all-rounder there. Fantastic strike rate.
Yeah, very good. And again, versatile, left-handed, does a few things, and we lose our top man for a while. So also covers over for those gaps.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on along. Of course, you still have to make the decision about who your rookie will be. Durban Heat is up next in the round 8 picks. 2 minutes. Mzansi, let's go. Time starts now. Should also say Mzansi and the lady at the table, the queen among the kings. All right, so give me the number and the player name, please.
We're going 172, Vernon Philander.
Player number 172, Vernon Philander. Of course, a threat with the ball, a threat with the bat on all sides.
You know, hopefully Vern can arrive there with this tagger that his white ball bowling isn't what his red ball bowling is, and then he can prove to the country exactly what his white ball bowling's about. And another all-rounder, good fielder, experience, clever. We play 8 games on coastal wickets, and that lines up nicely.
Here we go, 33-year-old Vernon Philander joining Durban Heat as we go over to the Josie Stars for their round 8 pick. 2 minutes is what you have on the clock. Let's go. There we go. Who's going to be blinded by the lights of Josie Mabone?
Number 101.
Player number 101. Player number 101.
Piet van Biljon.
Piet van Biljon, middle order batsman there.
I think his averages and strike rate speak for himself.
Yep.
And we needed somebody strong in the middle order to be able to finish. So I think it's just building on the rest of the team.
Yeah. So is the squad kind of looking balanced in the way? I mean, looking at the fact that we have about 6 to go. You still don't have a rookie. Have you made your mind up as to who that would be?
Well, if you give us the next 4 picks first, we'll sort out all those problems. But yeah, it is one of our challenges, and we'll get there soon.
Fair enough. Good luck with that decision making. All right, next up, Paul Rocks, round 8 pick. 2 minutes is what you have. Let's go. Of course, a lot of care has to be taken in making this decision, given that in the previous round, the Paul Rocks did have to move to the back of the pecking order after an irregularity was flagged by our auditor. A minute 20 to go. And we have a decision from Paul Rocks, who are 5th in the pecking order of round 8. So, player number and name, please.
Player number 350.
350.
Paul Sterling.
350, Paul Sterling. Spin bowler there, joining the likes of Faf du Plessis, Dwayne Bravo, Tabré Samsi in the team there. That's your round 8 pick. All right, so what was your kind of, is it the bowling figures that you're looking at there, best of 4 for 10?
Well, he's more like of a batter as well. So like he's a good all-rounder for us as well. Like he'll bat at the top of the order. So like he's overseas as well. So like it brings us some experience to, like our side.
Yeah. You think he'll be popular with Paul Faithful?
Yes, I hope so.
You certainly do hope so. All right, there we go. That's the round 8 pick. Moving over now to conclude round 8 with Cape Town Blitz. 2 minutes, probably not too necessary. They look like they've been making their calculations already long before the time. Okay, so what do we have here?
We have number 257, Malusi Siboto.
Number 257, Malusi Siboto, seam bowler. Best bowling figures of 4 for 19, average of 29.37. Yeah, man, he's an exciting young man, always on the field.
Yeah, he's an experienced bowler at this format. He's got good variations, good skill.
Yeah.
Down in the Cape, pace off, so we're happy with the pick.
There we go, fantastic. Malusi Siboto joins Cape Town Blitz, concluding round 8 of the inaugural Mzansi Super League player draw. Mlu, Natalie, let's have your thoughts, please.
Your thoughts? Well, I find it interesting that Paul Sterling obviously being selected by the Paul Rocks. So in terms of international experience, he's played 52 T20 internationals, so he's bringing in a lot of experience, and he's quite versatile in that he can play at the top of the order as well. So it's an interesting pick at that stage, brings experience, but it'll be interesting to see how he does here in South Africa.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Lutosi Pamela getting picked as well, so I think you'll learn a lot up north too. Good and exciting young fast bowler.
Yeah, what a pick for Lutosi Pamela at that stage, in that salary bracket for 200,000 Rand. That's a really good pick, and he's a bright young talent.
There we go. Thanks very much, guys, as we get back on the floor for round number 9. And here is the picking order. We'll start off first with Cape Town Blitz. They'll be starting off. Of course, you can see their salary band of 180,000 Rand. Second up will be Tshwane Spartans, then the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. Durban Heat, Josie Stars, Paul Rocks is how we'll wrap up round number 9. All right, Cape Town Blitz first. Ashwell's getting a call there. I don't know if somebody's trying to coordinate the picking process, but that decision is already made for you. Round number 9. Who is your pick? Give me the player number and the name, please.
Player number 178, George Linder.
Player number 178, George Linder. Proud Cape Cobra over there. Keeping the local flavor?
Yeah, we only have one spinner so far, so George is the second choice spinner and he can hit it out the ground, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah. How excited are the people of Cape Town about the Mzansi Super League?
Well, I haven't been down there for a while, but I see lots of activity on social media,
Absolutely.
so it sounds like they're very excited at the moment.
Excellent stuff. Of course, if you're looking to link up with us on social media, hashtag MSLT20 is our official hashtag that we're using. You can also follow us at MSL_T20. The Tshwane Spartans are next with 2 minutes on the clock. Hurry. There we go. Got it very quickly. Once again, you know how it works.
87.
87.
Yeah.
Player number 87 to the Tshwane Spartans.
Tony De Zorzi.
Tony De Zorzi, middle order batsman with a pretty decent strike rate, 93.4. Is this getting more difficult for you as you go on with each round?
Yeah, very much so. There's a lot of good players still on the list, but if they pick your pick before it gets to you, you know, you got to work quite quick. We're happy to go with Tony. He's a local boy as well. He's done well for us of his late, so it's nice to get them back in Tshwane.
Yeah. All right, there he is. He's joining the Tshwane Spartans, and the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants have the next pick in round 9 with 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. There we go. We've got a decision already. Talk to me, sir. Player number and name.
Player number 75, Heino Kun.
Player number 75, Heino Kun. There he is. Man whose name has rang around the fields of South African cricket for quite a while now. But your decision to include him in your team?
Yeah, obviously very experienced and still in fantastic nick, as can be seen by his county season this past winter.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited to have him.
Yeah. As we get down now to the final 5 rounds of picks, what kind of criteria are you going with or going through with your team to determine your selection?
Yeah, I think it's about looking at areas that you need probably some backup in and trying to fill those.
Yeah, all right, fantastic stuff. Congratulations. Here we go. Durban Heat, you are up next with your 2 minutes of round 9 selection. Little powwow here for the Paul Rocks. Let me make my way through there. Sorry there. All right, 2 minutes, start now. Tell you what, data must be very, very much cheaper in Durban. This man has been on a video call this entire time. I don't know how do you do it. Okay, we have a decision from the Durban Heat. All right, sir.
307.
Just check the number.
I think it's
Don't want to be losing your place. Are you sure about the number? You don't want to be losing your place and getting back to the back of the line. That's why those 2 minutes are so important. We need an answer
we
right
had
now.
it right.
Would you like to phone a friend?
307, Brandon Mavuta.
307, Brandon Mavuta. All right, there he is. Best bowling figures there of 1 for 20, average of 39.75, having taken 4 wickets at age 21. All right, what are you looking at right now? What's your criteria and considerations in these last couple of rounds?
I know we got Rashid Khan around, we got Keshav in our side, but I mean, if you look at his numbers and what he did against the international batting lineup in the last game, it looks like he's got a bit of bottle in his eyes. And he smacked the ball a little bit too. So, but the primary skill is his leg spinner, and we feel he can serve us in certain times of the tournament.
Yeah, all right. There we go. That is the decision of the Durban Heat. We continue round 9 with Josie Stars. They're up next to make their decision in 2 minutes. There we go. And the gents are done very quickly. So, all right, let's have the player number and name, please, sir.
Player number 252, Duano Lefir.
252. We have the all clear from our auditors there. Dwayne Orifir. Seamer, and best bowling figures there are 4 for 28. 26-year-old, 18 wickets in total taken in the format of the game.
Yeah.
Tell me about your decision here.
We play in the Highveld, and we hope that our pacers can do the job for our home games.
Yeah, all right, fantastic. There you go. Let's go on to our final team to select in this round. Round 9. Paul Rocks have 2 minutes. All kinds of papers and analytics have been pulled out, but a decision has been made very quickly, in 2 seconds, in fact. Sure about this one? Right, smile there.
Yeah,
all right, give me
sure.
the player number and name, please.
247, Tepo Mureki.
247, player number 247, Tepo Moreki, seam bowler there. All right, so tell me about your decision to put this player into your team.
Yeah, he's just moved to Titans. I mean, like, he's a decent simmer, and he can bowl well as well at the death.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think he'll be good for our side.
Yeah, he's helping you balance out the team right now. You've got 5 more rounds of picks after this. Have you got a clear vision as to where you're going and where you might be filling up the gaps that you have?
Yes, I think we're getting there.
Certainly
We're
hope
getting
so.
there slowly, though.
All right, so with their round 9 pick, the Paul Rocks have chosen Tepo Moreki. Let's go right back to our analysts and get their thoughts.
Interesting that Tshwane Spartans has picked up 2 youngsters and 2 very good ones. It might make it a little bit difficult for the other teams in terms of picking their rookie, having picked up Tony Dezorzi and Luto Sipamla.
Yeah, with a good performance a couple of weeks ago too. Tony, I think he's in good form. Yes, I like the look of the Tshwane Spartans at the moment, and I think they're doing well so far.
Yeah, they seem to have their picks sorted out very quickly as well. They don't seem to need the 2-minute clock at all.
I was about to ask you guys, are you at all surprised at how quickly these decisions, I mean, big money decisions are being made?
I'm not necessarily surprised as such, because I think everybody sort of knows where they're going, and you have your strategies in place, and generally the team will work together and make the decisions.
Yeah, and of course they're prepared. I think the experience of last year, even though it didn't take off, they knew that if you come here with your teams and all sorted out and ducks in a row, and you might come up with nothing. So
Absolutely.
I think they're wiser now.
Yeah, that's the one of the draft system. All right, round 10 begins now with the Paul Rocks. They have the privilege of choosing first in round 10. 2 minutes has already begun. The time has started. All right, we have a decision there from the Paul Rocks. All right, let's quickly listen to what it is that you have decided as a team. The player number and name, please.
Player number 24, Henry Davids.
Player number 24, Henry Davids. Opening batsman joins Paul Rocks. Very impressive strike rate, of course, very important for this format of the game. You want to be scoring quick runs. Obviously, that might have been a big consideration point for you guys.
Yeah, it was. I mean, also, you know, like, he's from Paarl, so like he's a local ploy. So like another like local flavor. Yeah. So a good experience as well, a good leader as well. I mean, you know, he's been captain of the Titans as well. So like we're quite happy like with the choice that we've made there.
Henry Davids joins the ranks of the Paul Rocks in round 10. That is our first pick. They'll be followed by the Cape Town Blitz, then Tshwane Spartans, Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, Durban Heat, and Jozi Stars. That is the pecking order of round number 10. So, Cape Town Blitz are up next with 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Ashwin only needs 3 seconds.
Player number 189, Ferisco Adams.
Player number 189, Ferisco Adams, all-rounder there. Tell me about your consideration here, and obviously the criteria that you're going through right now, that we are in almost the final rounds.
Yeah, I think he's an exciting all-rounder, can hit the ball out the ground, and he's also a death bowler, very important in this format of the game.
All right, fantastic. Ferisco Adams joins the Cape Town Blitz. That is their pick of round number 10. As we move on over now to my right-hand side to the Tshwane Spartans, who look like they've already made their decision as per normal, but 2 minutes still on the clock for them. There we go. Give them half a second. We'll need your decision, sir. Player number
80.
80. Player number 80. 0.
Dean Elgar.
Dean Elgar joins the Tshwane Spartans. Big name. You saving that one?
Yeah, we have been saving him, so he can also stay put in Tshwane. We're happy to have him back.
All right, congratulations. So, joining the Tshwane Spartans alongside big names such as AB de Villiers is Dean Elgar over there. The Nelson Mandela Bay Giants are up next. They are 4th to pick in round 10. 2 minutes is not even necessary. They've already made their decision.
Marco Murray.
Player number 124, Marco Murray. There we go, middle order batsman. 150.69 strike rate. So you're counting on him to be putting balls over the boundary quite early on.
Yeah, Marco's had a very impressive Africa Cup and has got a lot of explosive power.
Yeah.
And we're looking for something special from him.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll deliver on that expectation as we move right on now to the extreme left of our venue to the Durban Heat in round 10. They are 5th to pick with 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. All right, the clock has stopped about minute 57. All right, sir. Somebody's calling, is it? Do you want to tell them that you're busy right now?
Actually, Dale Benkenstein.
It's Dale Benkenstein. Oh, fantastic. He's name dropping there. Do you want to get him on the phone as well?
No, he's not helping us.
Name drop.
He's not helping us. It all happens here.
Okay.
He's probably phoning about a Hilton boy that we have to bring through.
All right.
We're going 19, Temba Bavuma.
Player number 19, Temba Bavuma, joins the Durban Heat in round 10. Proteas batsman, of course, a man who's very much loved by the South African public and cricket fans all around the world.
No, I've had a great privilege of working with Temba when he was a younger guy. He formed the backbone of a striker's batting lineup as a decision maker, as a 19-year-old already. And we believe that his input in the tournament's going to be massive in the roles he plays. Brilliant fielder, excellent batsman.
Yeah. What do you think of playing him in the batting lineup? Or is that still mum?
Temba can bat anywhere in the top 6, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
There we go. All right, thank you very much. Durban Heat welcomes Temba Bavuma as their round 10 pick. And we conclude this round with Jozi Stars. 2 minutes on the clock. Ariye. A decision has been made by Jozi Stars. Here we go.
Thanks for Durban Heat.
Is that a sarcastic
It's all square now, boys. We are going with 3-0. 3-0, Ryan Rickleton.
Player number 3-0, Ryan Rickleton. Opening batsman, strike rate of 150.53, average of 28, scored 140 runs in total. He's age 22. All right, what do you make of him?
Well, we would have loved him to be 21, but unfortunately missed out there. He's definitely something for the future. We're going to see that name a lot around. He gives us the extra option with the gloves. So we're very exciting having Ryan there, being able to bat all the way up from the opening to the middle order.
All right, that's how far we are right now. Ryan Rickleton joins the Jozi Stars. And of course, 4 rounds of picking still remains. Let's find out what our analysts think of how the teams stack up so far.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Jozi Stars, his birthday was on the 11th of July, so he's set to turn 22 a couple of months ago. So just missed out, but still a good pick, obviously. It's nice to see the balance of the sides coming through, and you can kind of see the strategy that they might be taking through into the tournament.
Yeah, also I see what Inok's doing, same as Jeff and other coaches too, that they're going with the guys that they've worked with and the guys that can perform. I mean, Rickleton is another guy, but I'm looking forward to see someone like Marco Murray given a chance to fantastic Africa T20 tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of opportunities for the youngsters to come through. And talking of the youngsters, just as a reminder, the rookies, you need at least one in your squad, and they have to be 21 years or younger.
Yeah. I'm sure lots more conversations need to happen among the team members as they decide on their final 4 selection. We're going to take a strategy and break right now for them to make those decisions and take a lunch break as well. So please use that time very wisely, and we'll return again with the inaugural Mzansi Super League draft, player draft of 2018, and we're back at 1:10. So please keep an eye on your clocks. 1:10 is when we will be back. Thank you very much.
ולנו יש את מלך העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם. מי שמאמין לא מפחד, את האמונה לאבד. ולנו יש את מלך העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם. העם הזה הוא משפחה, אחד ועוד אחד זה סוד ההצלחה. עם ישראל לא יוותר, תמיד על המפה אנחנו נשאר. וזה ידוע, חיים הם מתנה, הכל צפוי והרשות נתונה. מי שמאמין לא מפחד, את האמונה לאבד. ולנו יש את מלך העולם, והוא שומר אותנו מכולם. מי שמאמין לא מפחד, את האמונה לאבד. ולנו יש את מלך העולם, והוא
Wemazameni wopumqombothi Wemazameni wopumqombothi Wemazameni wopumqombothi Wemazameni wopumqombothi.
All right, Sister Bettina. All right. In the meantime, oh shit. Yebari si dubu shabe tu. 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 Oh spepa la bantana yebari.
Wemazameni wopumqombothi Wemazameni wopumqombothi Wemazameni wopumqombothi Wemazameni wopumqombothi.
just had this great idea. Could be very cool. Why don't we grab a can at our old school? The delicious in your slow abroad. Look, it's easy to see. What a shame about me. Shame. What a shame. A shame about me. Shame.
Cricket. Some say it's the fastest, or the hardest, even the longest, the cagiest, fuffest, denayest, the briest, duckiest, hottest. That is a lot of laws. Sometimes the softest, or the loudest, mini cricketist, proteest, supporterist, familiest, summerist game. And it's certainly the most South Africanist thing we do. Visit cricket.coza for more.
All right, hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the inaugural Mzansi Super League Player Draft 2018. It's great to be here as your host. My name is Katlego Maboe. I'm joined, of course, by the beautiful Natalie Germanis there to my extreme left, as well as Mluleki Ntsabo. Great to have you guys here. And of course, this is funky T20 like no other. It's the Mzansi Super League T20 draft. Now, the teams have made their way back onto the field of play for their final selections. And we've had 10 rounds of picks already, and there's been drama. There's been excitement, and above all, I think it's certainly lived up to the hype of what we say the Mzansi Super League is. It's fast, fun for all. Now, we only have 4 more rounds to go, and the teams have to be really strategic in the players they select. So let's get into time. So you use the strategy break very, very well. Let's find out who the Josie Stars have picked in round 11 to join the likes of KG. You're going to give me
Number 97, Sne Qeshile.
player number 90, our team, because of course there is the application of the rules where the rookie player has to be in your team.
Pedigree in this case, he's played for SA and
Fantastic. Stars, welcome. It's Netemba Qeshile there. We move on over to the Paarl Rocks, who seem to still be deliberating with 2 minutes on the clock. The time is on in round 11. A decision is made. All right. Let's find out what the Paarl Rocks have decided to do. So, player number and name, please.
15, Cameron Delport.
Player number 15, 1-5. And that is Cameron Delport, the opening batsman. Impressive strike rate of 136.94. He's amassed 3,500 odd runs, 29 years of age. What was your reasoning behind this selection?
Yeah, like he's played T20 cricket, like all over the world. So he's quite experienced now, and like he's a hitter, like at the top of the order.
Yeah.
So like he'll be good in power.
Alrighty, there we go. Paarl Rocks have selected Cameron there to join the team. Next door neighbors, Cape Town Blitz, have 2 minutes to also make a decision. The time starts now. Round 11 pick. Very, very quick. They're about it, sir.
186, Jason Smith.
Jason Smith, player number 186. 186, Jason Smith, 23-year-old there. All right, so tell us about the decision-making process here.
Yeah, we're just looking to add some depth into the squad, some all-rounders. Jason can bat anywhere in the top 6, and you can bowl some overs as well.
Yeah, fantastic. There we go. Jason Smith joining Cape Town Blitz as we move over to our next team to pick, the Tshwane Spartans. I've just received an order from control room that we will be giving the team that actually uses their full 2 minutes an extra round pick at the end. No, I'm joking. That's not going to happen. 2 minutes on the clock. The Tshwane Spartans straight into it. Mark, you're scratching your head. Are you stressing a little bit right now about these picks?
Not at all.
No, you're good? All right, cool. Player number and name, please.
237, Andrew Birch.
237, Andrew Birch, seam bowler. Very impressive best bowling stats there of 5 for 16. Man, a dude who can wrap up the wickets very well, very quickly.
Yeah, he bowls well with a new ball, and also going down to the coast, he'll know the conditions very well, so also experience.
Yeah. Is the team looking as healthy as you'd like it? I mean, with 3 rounds to go?
We're happy as it stands for now,
Yeah.
but still plenty of picks to be made.
All right. Tshwane Spartans have made their selection in round 11 as we move now over to the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. They are fifth to pick in round 11. 2 minutes is on the clock. They have made their decision. I'll come around to your left shoulder, sir. There we go. Give us a team
Player
or the player number.
332, Dylan Matthews.
332, Dylan Matthews. There you see the stats, 21-year-old Dylan Matthews, spin bowler.
Correct.
Tell me about your recommendation from your team and why it is that you chose Dylan.
Yeah, young spin bowler. Look at his, his run per overs. He's obviously got good control. And again, looking at what and when we lose players, balance of the side, all these different strategies one has to take into account.
All right, that's a selection from the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. Dylan Matthews, he joins them. Durban Heat are in, and let's find out what they have decided. 2 minutes on the clock. You guys could have just kept us in suspense a little bit, you know what I mean?
We're going for 33, Morné van Wyk.
Player number 33, Morné van Wyk, double checking, we've got the nod from our auditors. So are you also of the same school of thought that age ain't nothing but a number? 39-year-old player there.
Yeah, I think it's his 22nd year of playing first-class cricket, so incredible record. He's still a very fit guy, brings a lot of leadership, a lot of experience, opening batter, and then obviously also a wicket-keeping option. So definitely excited to have him on board.
With 3 rounds to go, the Durban Heat still need to make a selection of their rookie player. Any thoughts going into that?
Well, we tried to get Rashid Khan because he's under 21, but that doesn't count. So we'll
of course it doesn't.
So we'll still see who we're going to get.
All right, so that is round 11 concluded. Let's throw it over to Mlu and Natalie. Get your thoughts. With 3 rounds to go, guys.
Yeah, obviously a couple of teams having to fulfill the fact that they need the rookies and they need the 3 minimum international players in foreign. But a good pick for the Tshwane Spartans in Andrew Birch, 60s, T20s that he's played. So he's got a lot of experience behind his name, and his average is 21.5, Mlu, so that's a strong player.
Yeah, he's an experienced campaigner for the Warriors too. So I think the mandatory sports are now places to go for in terms of these franchises. It's good to see Kashile getting a nod as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have a look at when you move on to some of the other teams in terms of the rookies as well that they have picked, a couple of youngsters that are coming through. Senatemba is a really good find. He's a youngster that's come through the under-19 level, so he's got a bit of experience from that point of view, and he's got a lot to offer. Dylan Matthews as well for the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. It's good picks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see if he's ever going to get a chance too. He's a youngster, and what an opportunity for him to play in this league.
Yeah, absolutely, and play with some very experienced players, Katlego.
All right, thank you very much, guys. This moves us to round number 12, and we're going to be starting off with the Durban Heat. They'll have first pick, the salary band there, 100,000 Rand. This is the pecking order, if you will. Josie Stars will be second up, followed by Paul Rocks, then Cape Town Blitz, then Tshwane Spartans, and we'll conclude round 12 with the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. All right, so clearly the thinking has been done already, sir, and Durban Heat already has their round 12 pick.
We just to check the number again.
You come over so confident. I'm thinking that is this part of your strategy to kind of confuse the competition? You know, they think you know what you're doing, and then you go back and you go.
No, my brain doesn't stay on one place. So I apologize to everyone. So it's 240. Akushle Chele.
230.
240.
240 is the number. 240. 240. There we go. Mr. Taylor joining the team there, 21-year-old. So he would be making up your rookie player in the team.
Yeah, you know, when you're sitting next to a field and Albie Morkel walks up to you and he says he likes this player, Nicky Boyer, then it's people around games. They've seen him in these couple of games. He's played against an international team before for SA Invitation, and he's young and huge prospect.
Yeah, so certainly has the confidence of the senior players out there.
Thank
All
you.
right, there we have it. So the Durban Heat have made their selection in round 12. Josie Stars are up next, second to pick with 2 minutes on the clock. A decision has been made.
311, Simon Harmer.
311, 311. Spin bowler Simon Harmer. Best figures there of 3 for 28, 29-year-old. 41 wickets taken thus far. All right, so what do you make of him and how he fits into the entire Josie Stars lineup?
we thought we needed another spinner. He's quite an experienced player with a lot of international experience, so we think he'll bolster that role for us.
Simon Harmer joining the Josie Stars as we move on now to our next team, which is Paul Rocks. With 2 minutes on the clock, your round 12 decision-making process starts now. Got some consultation over there, some mind maps on those pieces of paper. We've stopped the clock at 1:50 to find out what the decision is for the Paul Rocks in round 12.
Like 174, Bosch, Ethan Bosch.
174, Ethan Bosch, all-rounder. There he is, 20-year-old there, RPO rate of 8.75. All right, tell me about how he fits into your squad.
Yeah, tall, fast bowler. You know, he's got some pace and like he can hit it at the bottom there. So got good kid as well, so we're quite happy with him.
And do you see him as a rookie of the future?
Yes, he's definitely one for the future. I mean, he's still growing up as well, like he's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
So definitely, yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Paul Rocks, Cape Town Blitz up next. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. 3 seconds later.
Player number 93, Sibs Makanya.
Player number 93, Sibonelo Makanya, middle order batsman, joins the ranks of the Cape Town Blitz over there. So right now, as we're looking at the teams right now, we've got 2 more rounds to pick after this. Have you considered what the possible permutations might be, for instance, a game against the Josie Stars?
No, we're not focusing on the Josie Stars at all. We're just trying to get 11 on the field for that first game at the moment. A few guys obviously unavailable. So, yeah, but it's shaping up nicely.
All right, fantastic. So there he is, Sibonelo Makanya joining the Cape Town Blitz as we now move on over to our 5th picking team for round 12, the Tshwane Spartans. 2 minutes. Here we go. Awa. Says a little bit. All right. So what is your decision, sir?
349.
349.
Sekanda Raza.
Sekanda Raza. It's 349. Sekanda Raza. All right. Good looking bowling figures over there. 32-year-old player.
Yeah, good-looking guy, actually. Yeah, we're just looking for options. So he's an off-spinner, hard-hitting batter. Some of the sports that we've seen him. So we're happy just to get our options bolted a bit.
Yeah. All right. Let's conclude round 12 with our final picking team, the Giants from Nelson Mandela Bay. No time needed at all. They've already made their decision.
Our pick in this round, 261, Lazard Williams.
Player number 261, Lazard Williams, seam bowler over there. All right. So what are you looking to fill right now in rounds 13 and 14 when you look at the composition of your squad?
It's about balance. Again, you need injuries happen, out of form. You need play. You want every single player able to play. And that's what we've tried to find. Everybody can play a role. Doesn't matter whether they're young, whether they're experienced. And that's important. And then the balance. So Lazard fills that role very well for us.
All right. There we go. The final decision then from the Giants of Nelson Mandela Bay. That is round number 12. Done and dusted. Mlu, Natalie. Oh, we're getting closer and closer to that final round. I'm sure nervy times for the teams right now.
It is indeed. A great addition by the Josie Stars of Simon Harmer. He's a good player in this format too.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting to see from a tactical point of view, some teams have gone very much with the all-rounder roles, and a lot of others have focused then on specific players that have specific roles. They're as batters or they're there as bowlers. But there's a couple that have filled that all-rounder more than anything else, which obviously in this format can be really handy, but at the same time, specialists can be important as well. But Mlu, looking forward, they've got a couple of rounds to go. Most have fulfilled their allocations of what they have to do. What do they do now?
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of thinking now. Do you get someone that is going to be available throughout? Most of the important players in terms of a team setup are already there. You kind of see and look at these teams and you see one or two that maybe they're thin on this and there's no keeper, or one or two extra the next. So, yeah.
From a balance perspective, is there any team for you that stands out, do you think?
For me, as I said earlier on, that Spartans are most balanced so far.
Yeah, they look a really good side. They've got a very good technical staff as well behind. They know the business, very experienced as well, and some very clever choices from them as well.
Yeah, well, 2 more rounds to go as we enter into round 13, the penultimate round of our inaugural Mzansi Super League player draft. And as you can see on the screen there, the salary band of 75,000. Okay, so round 13 looks like this. We'll start off at this table with the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. Then we'll move all the way across the venue to the Durban Heat, then followed by the Jozi Stars, Paul Rocks, Cape Town Blitz, and conclude again with the Tshwane Spartans. All right, seems like no time needed. Or shall I put the time on the clock for you? No. There they go. All right. Nelson Mandela Bay Giants with your round 13 pick.
Player number 99, Rudy Seconds.
Player number 99, Rudy Second. There we go. So when you look at your team right now, are you generally satisfied with the selections you've made? Were there some, do you look at other teams and go, oh, I would have really loved to have had that player? And you're allowed to say it.
Yeah, no, every team's got players you'd love to have, but I think there's good balance right throughout. We've got a lot of batsmen in the top of the order that strike at high strike rates. You need someone that controls that. You can't all do that, so we want that balance. Rudy can keep as well for us. He's experienced. He's not a young man anymore, and often this game is about calm heads.
Yeah. Anyone, when you look around these boards, that you would have liked to have had in your
I'm very happy with that group over there.
Very nice diplomatic answer. I like that. I like that. Keep it that way. All right, let's head on over to the Durban Heat. All right, we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock for round 13. Looks like they don't even need that time at all. What's happening? Durban Heat. All right.
Number 25, SJ Arvia.
Player number 25, SJ Arvia with their round 13 pick. Applause there from the crowd. So it sounds like he's a favorite among those here. Do you think he'll be a favorite in Durban as well?
Yeah, definitely. If you look back at the first innings of last year's T20 tournament when he scored that incredible 100 against the Titans, I mean, you don't have to look further than that. So hopefully he can repeat that 1 or 2 games. I mean, that'll be brilliant.
Yeah. After this, there's only 1 more round to go. Is there a particular role that you're looking to kind of fill? Have you already let your thoughts go on who it might be that you'll select last?
The Brain Trust is still busy with that one, so I'll leave it to them.
All right, fantastic. There we go. Durban Heat having made their selection, now over to Jozi Stars. They've made their selection as well. In round 13, who's your pick?
185, Calvin Savage.
185. 185, Calvin Savage, all-rounder. There we go. All right, so tell us about your selection over here. I mean, obviously, this is now second last round, and only 1 more to go after this. What's your thinking behind this?
Yeah, we've gone quite a few roles with the all-rounder players that can give us a bit of both, and we think he's going to do the job for us.
Yeah,
an exciting cricketer.
I'm assuming the memes with hashtag Savage are going to be going wild on social media. But when people walk into the bull ring and look at your team, how much or how intimidated do you think they might be by all those names that are there?
Well, I would hope they would be slightly intimidated. I think if you look at our top name, it's a crowd filler, and we've got a lot of exciting cricketers in there, and they'll definitely be down to watch KG do the business and get fired up. So yeah, we're extremely excited with the team that we've got thus far. 1 spot to fill, and it'll all be wrapped up.
Are we saying hashtag fill up KG might be a thing? I don't know, we might get sued for that. So let's not do that. All right, moving on to Paul Rocks. They are 4th to pick in round number 13. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. All right. We've got a decision. The round 13 pick for the Paul Rocks. Who will it be?
Number 47, Patrick Kruger.
Player number 47, Patrick Kruger, opening batsman. 23-year-old, 129.98 strike rate, decent average, 33.14. How do you think he will be contributing to your team there?
Yeah, like he's a decent player. I mean, he can bat anywhere, like in the top 5. You know, like he does bowl some seamers as well. So, yes, he'll have a role to play, you know, like in our side.
Yeah, looks like you guys have recovered from your previous transgression with the auditors. You got everything aligned?
No, we sorted now. We sorted, we're on fire.
Fantastic, they're on fire. Patrick Kruger joining Paul Rocks as we move over to Cape Town Blitz for their round 13 pick in 2 minutes. Usually they don't require much time. They do it quite quickly. Ashwell, here we go. Tell me about your round 13 pick, please.
Player number 104, Kyle Verheyen.
Player number 104. There we go. Middle order batsman, 21-year-old. And he's a rookie.
He's a rookie.
All right, so tell me about that.
Yeah, we don't have Quinny available for the first few games, so he's an accomplished player, quite an experienced rookie, so we're quite happy to have him.
I'm going to ask the same question to you that I asked to the team over there at the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants about, do you look across the board and are there players or perhaps a player that you think, oh, would have been nice to have him?
Yeah, there's a lot of good cricketers in this tournament, so I mean, I'm sure all the teams are happy with their choices, but so are we.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. There we go. Kyle joining the ranks of the Cape Town Blitz. And finally, the Tshwane Spartans. 2 minutes on the clock for your round 13 selection. There we go.
3-2-2, Sean von Berg.
322. Sean von Berg, there he is, spin bowler. And I think given the caliber of the players and the makeup of the teams, we're certainly going to have a humdinger tournament.
Very much so. You look at all the teams are very strong. I think we talk about one or two teams being well balanced. All of them look well balanced to me. So it's going to be a good tournament.
Who do you think would pose the biggest threat to you as a team?
The other 5 sides, I would think. Yeah, there's a lot of good sides, so let's be very democratic.
All right, there we go. That's round 13 done. One more round to go. Mlu, Natalie, what do you guys make of this?
Yeah, I think we're looking at this list now and see some names that we think, oh, are they going to be left out of this?
Yeah, it's starting to get to that stage now. You've got one more round to go. There's a couple of big names that would have been left out, just from a salary perspective, first of all, but also others where there just isn't an opportunity, unfortunately. So a little bit sad for some, especially some of the youngsters, but there's a lot of opportunities for the ones that have been chosen, though.
Yeah. Looking at the teams right now, who do you guys think has the more pressured decisions to make with this final round pick?
I think from the last round perspective, most have fulfilled what they need to do, so in terms of rookies and international players. So I think this last round pick could make a difference possibly to the squad. It might be just as someone who's a team player and makes a big difference from that point of view. So it could be interesting. And Mlu, for you, your favorite?
And I think all 14 of them that are taking part in each of these teams are playing a very vital role. So, yeah, they need some thinking to get into the completion of these teams.
Looking at the teams once again, who was your favorite pick, personally, for you guys? Who was your favorite pick for which team?
Ooh, that's
you are allowed to say.
All 6 of them.
Yeah, you can just say all 6 teams. All of the picks have been good. Let's just say it that way.
Loving the diplomacy right there. All right, so round number 14, our final round of the inaugural Mzansi Super League player draft. Salary band here in this round of 50,000. And this is the final pecking order. We'll start off right here in front of me with the Tshwane Spartans, then continue on to the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, over then to the Durban Heat, followed by the Josie Stars. Paul Rocks will be our penultimate choosers as well, followed by Cape Town Blitz. And as always, 2 minutes on the clock to make your final selection, and the time starts now. Tshwane Spartans. All right, we've got a decision. Here we go.
2-4-3, Eldred Hawken.
243, Eldred Hawken. And I think there was a bit of a sucker punch to the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants there. I heard a few last coming around there. But let's quickly take a look at the composition of your entire team and just give me your overall summary and thoughts on them.
Yeah, I think it's a good balance. I think there's a lot of all-rounders. You talk about match winners up front. Some of the batters there, AB de Villiers, Morgan, De Bruyne, they can take the game away from you. So all in all, we're very happy.
Fantastic stuff. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Tshwane Spartans team. Let's give them a round of applause. Their team is complete. I wonder what effect that decision might have had on the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants. 2 minutes? Well, it seems like they already had a plan B or C or D, whichever it was. Let's have a listen. What is your final selection in round 14?
Player 279, Kami Leroux.
Player 279. Kami Leroux. All right. So, is that reaction that I heard here, was that did I assume correctly that that decision by the Spartans kind of either played into your hand or against you?
No, that was Gummy just telling a joke, so we weren't really concentrating.
Telling jokes during serious times here. What's going on? All right, let's take a look at your team and just give me a brief summary of what you make of their abilities.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty happy. As Eric said, we've got all bases covered, so we're very happy at this moment.
All right. Well, good luck to you come the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants team. Let's have a round of applause for them. As we now move over to the Durban Heat, they're about to make their final selection. This is their round 14 selection. All right. Just confirming the number again.
238.
Player number 238. There we go. And who do we have here? This is Tladi Bokako. All right, so let's talk about your team in summary, looking at all those names there.
Yeah, just on Claudia, I think he's shown a great potential, and he creates a nice cover aspect for our bowling unit in all aspects of our plan. So yeah, we're very happy with him. I think he's got huge potential with us, but we're very happy with that.
Final selection, Tladi Bokako joining their ranks there. Let's follow that up this Mzansi Super League player draft. Round 14 selection for Jozi Stars is...
We look forward to the game with the Durban Heats. They've took 2 players away from us, but
that's okay.
8, Alfred Motwa.
248. Player number 248, Alfred Motwa, seam bowler there.
Yeah,
let's take a look at the summary of your team. Obviously, like you say now, 2 of your players that you would have liked to have had didn't make it to the list, but give me a brief summary of what you think of your squad.
Look, overall, we think we've got a very well-balanced team, and we're looking forward to the league.
Yeah, so there'll be a bit more extra rivalry when it comes to the match against the Heat.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that match.
All right, fantastic. We are looking forward to it too. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Jozi Stars, their roster filled up and the team complete. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Paul Rocks are up next with their final selection. Round 14, 2 minutes on the clock. Fantastic. All right. There we go, sir. Final round pick for Paul Rocks.
249, Kerwin Mangru.
Player number 249, Cohen Mangru. All right, seam bowler there. So how do you feel about the way that you've handled yourself in the draft, especially given the earlier era, if I can say? Because, I mean, obviously that must have played a little bit of a role in the way that you went about your tasks.
As sitting with Faf and AD, you know, like has made it easier for us. So I think, you know, overall we're quite happy with our squad that we've picked. You know, it's a nice balance, you know, like in terms of the side. So we're very excited, and yeah, you know, quite happy for Paul Rocks.
Yeah, having Faf and Dwayne together in one team, that must be quite a boost for you guys.
Yeah, it's a big boost. I mean, 2 big players with big experience, and these younger players, you know, are gonna go there, you know, and just learn a lot from these 2.
Yeah, I feel like the battle lines have been drawn between the Stars and the Heat. Do you have an arch nemesis in your sights?
Well, for now, I think it's Jozi Stars, you know, and Swane Spartans.
Yeah.
You know, like are the 2 guys that we're going to be going for.
All right, it's going to be a hard competition. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Rocks have their team completed. Give them a round of applause. As we conclude Cape Town Blitz, they have a final round selection to make. But before we get to that, just to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for joining us, for being part of this inaugural Mzansi Super League Player Draft 2018. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we hope that you also, as we are, looking forward to the tournament come the 16th of November. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. Thank you very much for being here. All right, Cape Town Blitz. Here we go. Your final selection, please.
Player number 320, Dane Pitt.
Player number 320. There he is, Dane Pitt, spin bowler. Let's look at your team and give me a brief summary of your thoughts.
Yeah, we needed to complete all the skill sets. We didn't have an off spinner, so Dane Pitt completes that for us. We got a leggy, we got a left arm spinner, and I think we've got quite a few all-rounders there. We've got some pace in the squad as well, so we're quite happy.
Yeah. How's the feeling between the Paul Rocks and Cape Town Blitz. Is there a bit of a, you know?
There's a brotherhood there.
Is there a brotherhood?
Yeah, all good, all good.
Oh, good. Right. Well, we look forward to seeing your team performing very, very well at the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, Cape Town Blitz. Their team completed. A round of applause for them. And there we have it, guys. Finally, our Mzansi Super League player draft has yielded these teams, these 6 teams, all filled up with their 16 players. Let's find out one more time from our analysts. Your final thoughts, guys.
Well, I must say, I'm very excited to see how this is obviously all going to play out. It's interesting to see how the teams have picked their players, some with more all-rounders and some with more of the specific players in their specific roles.
Yeah, I'm also 1 or 2 surprises on the side. When you look at these youngsters that didn't make it, the names that you thought that they were going to be especially in that rookie space, and they didn't occupy that. So, but there's another tournament coming, I think. So it's just to work hard for those players who didn't make it and they were a little bit unlucky. And congratulations to all of those that made it. And these sides look fantastic to me.
Absolutely. These sides look really good indeed. And the tournament starts on the 16th of November. It runs to the 16th of December. And you do not want to miss this. That is for sure.
Yeah, don't blink. It's going to be fast, fun for all. And we look forward to welcoming the entire nation to the inaugural Mzansi Super League.
Yeah, I must say that the team selected here today make for a really exciting tournament. And I, for one, am going to be glued to every game.
Absolutely. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Once again, thank you very much also to Natalie and to Mlu. You guys have been fantastic co-hosts on this stage. We look forward to seeing you all, South Africa, on the 16th of November. Until then, goodbye and God bless.